Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am frazzled. I've had a very busy day and I wanted very much to record, and also on my Growing Up Crazy channel, which I've ignored for like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 days. I need to do those videos early in the day because I just poop out as the day goes on. I'm a little bit hyper, but yet brain fried. It's not a good mix. I am going to be putting my mother to bed pretty soon, but I wanted to knock out a little video, just a chatty type thing. And before I did that, though, I went to leave another review for International Van Lines and Coach USA. It feels so good that I can still say those names. I typed one up, and I thought I would, just post that one, the same one, to various sites. The first one I started with, even though it's not one that I trust, is the Better Business Bureau. I don't judge their ratings to see if somebody's good because I talked about that in another video. They really work with the companies to give them good ratings by having the companies pay, a fee. I can't even think. To be a member of the BBB, and they get special treatment. And I did a whole video on that. I will link to that down below, and in that video I linked to a 2020 thing that they did about the Better Business Bureau. And yeah, it might have started out good. I actually had an experience with it. I talk about it in that video, how they wanted me to join up years ago when I had an advertising flyer. I had joined the Chamber of Commerce, and through them, they got my name and they wanted me to join and wanted me to pay. And if you do, then, we work with you and to keep your rating high and all that stuff. So it's just a little bit of a money racket. Okay, but I did go to Better Business Bureau after I just bored you with all that info to leave a review. And I go through all the steps. And I cannot leave the review. Have I been pre-blocked? Has International Van Lines contacted them and said block her from leaving us a review? I don't think so. That would be awful. But I could not leave a review. I tried repeatedly, and then I moved on to Yelp, and I left a review, and it was there, and I checked later, and it was there. And then tonight I thought I'm going to find some other sites. So first I started with Yelp just to see my review, and I clicked on my account and it said no reviews. I said, huh? And I looked for it, no reviews. So somehow my review got taken down. It wasn't anywhere, and it even showed in my account. There's reviews that you left, and there's a little number 1. There was, and I saw the review, and it said your review is live. It was all good, and then it went bye-bye. So I just left it again, and the same thing. My review is live. There's a number 1 in my account for the fact that I left 1 review. So we'll check on it again. Then I went to the Better Business Bureau again and tried again there, and could not leave a review. So I'm going to look for some kind of a contact number or whatever, and there are other places that I can leave reviews. It's all just a learning experience, and for me now, I'm over pretty much the heartache. My thing is that I still regret certain things that I brought, and then I regret things that I left behind. It's just, I stress because I create regrets that never go away. That's the painful part for me. And the things that I regret are probably more painful than they should be because I'm a highly sensitive person. I have a video on that too. It just means that things affect me more than they would the average person. And I'm glad, because I would hate to think that the whole world is walking around suffering like I do over stuff from years and years ago. It'll come to my mind, and it just makes me sick, and I cringe, and it's like, oh my God, and it's like, why do I have to feel this way over things that were years ago? And not even significant anymore, but it does. It hurts me like even more than then. Oh my God. See, I told you, I'm wired and my brain is fried, so it's not a good combination. And anyway, I was just frustrated because I had a review disappear. What else did I want to talk about? It seemed like there was something. I spent a lot of money on fabric. That always makes me nervous because I'm always like, what happens if I suddenly am rendered unable to sell fabric for whatever reason? Let me add up how much I spent. It's not as horrible as I thought. I thought it was much more. I placed 3 orders and I thought they were all big, but 2 were big, almost 1,000 each. And then the other one was only 100 and something. So $2,060 and change. But that is all in just a couple days. I needed fabric, apparently. I felt the need to shop. I have over 900 fat quarters that got delivered in over 2 days. So that was pretty exciting. And I am going to be busy. I mean, I will sell all that. It just, will take a little while. But like I said, my stock is low, so I'm building it. I have other stuff to tell you, I'm sure. Did I tell you I fell? I fell a few days ago by tripping on my mother's rail of her bed that was down. I was behind her bed pulling her up, and then when I left, my foot hit the rail that was down, and I fell on my knees and then to the floor, and then I had to do like a roll and wiggle to get to the bed so I could have something to help me get up. And I thought my knee was going to be okay. And I was wrong about that. It felt not as bad, but now it's irritated big time. And I wish in the way I would have brought my ankle weights, because when I went to rehab a while back, because I really hurt my knee doing a dance for TikTok on my 60th birthday. My knee was acting up, and then I did a dance and I twisted wrong, and I have never hurt my knee like that. I just did something, it was a sharp pain and I could not walk. I had to use a walker, and I spent weeks exercising, going to rehab for that. It was just, and I finally got it better, and now it's getting back to that point. But I think I might be irritating it because I've started walking. It's such lovely winter weather here, and even if it's in the 30s, that's good with me, but it starts out, sometimes the mornings are in the 30s, and then it will go into the 40s, or even low 50s. I just love it. I love it so much. So I've been walking around the complex, and I have already told Derek when I have somebody who can watch my mother. Somebody was supposed to start doing babysitting for me. It's a hospice volunteer, and they started that process a couple weeks ago, and then the woman was supposed to come with the woman who would be the one that would sit with my mother, and they just never came, and it didn't dawn on me that nobody came. So I asked about it today, and they're going to reach out to that person and say, hey, what up, and see what's going on, because she can come 2 hours a week, and that's all I need. And I told Derek one time I want to go for a walk with him where he walks in different parks and stuff. Maybe we can record. That's why we haven't recorded together. We simply can't. I cannot go to his studio for any length of time because my mother can only be left alone for a little bit. And, if I run to the post office, stuff like that. Or if I go to the store and it might be a half hour, I always make sure Derek is at his apartment and that he knows. My mother has the phone. She knows how to call him. And, she just can't be left alone. But so it's just not comfortable to record together. And so, all in good time. I am hoping that we can have care coming in. So anyway, my knee, I wish that I had brought the ankle weights, but I didn't. I didn't bring them. And so I'm just going to have to strap cans onto my ankles. I just need to do some kind of exercises like they showed me that I was doing to get that knee back into shape. I want to go to bed early. I'm very tired. It's almost 8:30. It's 8:20 as I'm sitting here. And I'm not sleeping good because of the fact that I'm sleeping on a bed. I haven't slept good since my mother came home from the nursing home into the hospice program. That's when I started sleeping. Well, first on a couch next to her, but then they got her another bed, so I was using her bed, and it's not comfortable for me. I just don't like it at all. So I kind of regret that I brought those beds here, especially since one was, broken when it got here. I have to take pictures and show you guys the pictures. I did apply for the insurance, but the insurance is a joke. Somebody in one of the reviews was saying how they had thousands of dollars of stuff damaged, and their reward was like $78, which is a joke. And I'm not going to get much either, but I'm still going through the process, and it can take months to get that whopping amount of money returned to you. But I'm going to try just to see what they do. So I don't want to just get rid of those beds and pay for those beds to come out and then buy a couch. But I love sleeping in the dining area. And yes, I know I keep saying I'll give you guys a tour. I have to. But I have my little kitchen and then the little dining area. And that's where my bed is. My mother has the living room as her space, and I didn't want to use a bedroom because I have the 2 bedrooms are workspaces. This is one of them. It's my computer, my tables. It's where I do all my shipping, and I have tables back there and boxes, and another table that I open up when I have sales because I don't have enough table space to put all the orders. And then the other room is my sewing room and fabric room. And I am working a little bit every day, Monday through Friday, to try to organize things. And it's very slow going, but if I continue to just do a little bit at a time, it will get done. And so the dining area, we have one night light that my mother insisted I bring. It's a little crystal type lamp that she got years ago. And so I have that on the kitchen counter, and it just lights up the area enough. And I'm in that little dining nook, and the kitchen is right next to me, and I don't mind that. I leave my water on the counter of the kitchen, so when I do get up at night to go to the bathroom, I can just sip some water. And I have my CPAP machine on one part of my mother's dressers. If you remember in my mother's edition, she had this 1970s dresser, and it's low and long. One is long and then the other 2 are end pieces. She has the long one and then one of the shorter ones on top with her TV on top of that, which is perfect. And it gives her all those drawers for all her supplies that I use, that the aides use. And she needs the TV high so that she can watch when she's reclined in her chair and also in her bed. And then when she is sitting up, she can still see the TV really good. So that worked out great. And then I took the other dresser and put that next to my bed. So I have my CPAP machine on it. It also gives me drawers, but right now there's stuff in those drawers that don't need to be in those drawers. So I have to reorganize. So I actually just, kind of love my apartment. Because it's like fresh and new, and it's very easy to keep clean, and I just have no stress about things falling apart. And it took a while for that part to start to feel good because there was so much going wrong. And, we had to spend the whole first month here with Derek, which I can't even believe we were able to do that. I mean, and that I survived it. It was very, very stressful. And I know Derek was stressed too, but he didn't show it. He didn't say it. Even Skylar tells me she was stressed because it was just stressful. High energy, never know when there's going to be a blow up with my mother and things like that. So everybody was walking on eggshells. I was literally this far from my mother for an entire month because we were both in the living room. I'm so glad that's over. And, you know, things have been pretty good for the past few days. Maybe that's why I haven't been on the Growing Up channel. She has been coloring. I think she is at least getting a little bit used to being here. But, you know, let's not fool anyone here. This is always going to come back around to me needing to talk on my other channel. But I take any, you know, quiet times. I take those seriously and I try to enjoy them. All right, I'm just rambling. I'm sorry about that. And I am going to hang up now and I will be back with lots more. I feel like I left a lot of things that I said unfinished because I'm famous for that. I will have more of the quilt-along. If that quilt-along does okay, I want to do another one starting immediately after it. I would love to do a quilt-along, have that going on all year. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. I don't get as many views because a lot of my people who watched me for those reasons, for the quilting and sewing and stuff like that, a lot of them left when I started talking just about the move and didn't do any sewing for months on this channel. 6 months I didn't sew. So I have to wait for those people to come back. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll find me again. And, you know, just got to get a feel for it. I have gotten some new subscribers because of those videos, so that's good. So I'll just be patient. But I'm going to try to, you know, wrap up that quilt-along quickly and then move on to another one. So it's all good. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.